Hey, before I get going on this topic, make sure to go over to 10pindoctors.com. I got virtual lessons for 25 bucks right now. I got a bunch of you that signed up over the last couple of days because I did the announcement. All the way through Christmas, they're only $25 per person. $20 if you're a member, if you're a paid member on the website at 10pindoctors.com. So I encourage any of you who are just free members over there, upgrade your membership so you can get access to everything and the discounts and all that cool stuff. And just kind of support the channel, support the things that I do. That's one thing that keeps me in business and keeps me able to continue all of this that I do. So if you can support, appreciate it. If not, just go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, share the videos and all that. That helps out a lot as well. So here we go. All right, y'all. I'm going to be completely honest with you here. When I was throwing that IQ, the IQ Tour, the U78, the new urethane cover stock from Storm, I saw no difference in that ball compared to stuff like the pitch black and the fast pitch, any of the urethanes that they've came out with before. Nothing. I saw no difference in it. If there's a difference, maybe it might lane shine a little bit quicker, possibly. I know that the pitch purple did that to me quite a bit. Was the pitch purple urethane though? Or was it their reactive type? I don't remember. I thought maybe it was more of a reactive. But fast pitch for sure. The blue one and the pitch black, those ones for sure were urethane. And they reacted exactly like this IQ to me. Nice and early and smooth, predictable, traditional, true urethane type of look. And I love it. So if this isn't proof enough that these companies are smart enough and have the technology and the people working behind them to create bowling balls, even at harder levels, to use materials that are still going to create the type of friction, the type of traction that you're looking for out of these bowling balls. If that doesn't tell you that, they can do these things, I will say I personally fully believe, in my humble opinion, that if Hammer does not come out with a purple hammer that is 78 hardness, because clearly they should be able to make one that reacts just like the old purple hammer, because their argument was that it wasn't the softness that made that ball great. Okay, I won't disagree with that per se. My only argument was that the softness did create a difference. Clearly, I'm being proven otherwise, that it's possible to make the same type of shape with a harder surface. So, if that is truly possible, which it surely looks like it is by, throwing this IQ 78, if it's possible, I think it would be the most silly move in the world for Hammer not to come out with a purple hammer, to not remake the purple hammer at 78. With the dominance of that bowling ball, and I think a purple hammer at 78 just being a pinch cleaner would be, I would fall in so much love. I would fall in love. And I think that's why I like the badass blue cover so much, that new hammer, because it is just a little cleaner. It does not go crazy. So I want to see, I'm almost at this point like begging Hammer to come out with a purple hammer that's at 78. And please prove to the world that you can make this ball at 78 hardness and it's still going to be dominant. Like, you can shut the haters up. You can shut everybody up about this entire argument and just say, look, we have the best material in the world. We are the smartest people in the world. We can make that exact ball at this hardness and it doesn't make a difference. We can prove to you that hardness level, it's not what was making the ball so great. It's because we have the best designers in the world. It's because our R&D is second to none. Here is a purple hammer at 78 hardness. Watch us dominate. If you did that, you would flip the bowling world upside down. Like, you would literally take control of the entire market if you were able to show the world you could do that. So, I mean, maybe, it looks like they were just kind of trying to stick it to the PVA or whatever. Maybe not stick it to them, but kind of be like, yeah, hey, F you, here's a bowling ball that's not urethane and we're going to make it react like it. Maybe that's kind of their intention. I don't know that that's what they were really doing. we can speculate all we want. It kind of looks that way, you know, but, and I personally, I like it. I like it a lot, to be completely honest, doing something like that. I'm a big fan of the PBA. I love Tom Clark. I think he's doing a great job. I love the rule change. I think the rule change is awesome in my opinion. But I like the controversy back and forth, and it's only good for bowling. People see stuff like this as negative, and oh, it's going to kill the sport. No, it's not. If I'm not proof enough that controversy is good for the sport, then I don't know. And I say that because I get the people that, you get the haters, you get the people that are like, oh, I've had companies try to drop sponsorship of me. When I worked at Turbo, they always got mad at me for, making certain posts and stuff like that. But yet, every time I do or talk about controversy and whatnot, yeah, I get a couple of people that are like, oh, I'll never buy from you again. But every time I get that one or two people that say that, I mean, they were never going to buy in the first place. I gain 10 to 20 who simply buy from me because of the things that I say. And it's not just the controversy, it's because I'm blunt about it, I'm honest about it, and people appreciate that. More people appreciate that than the people who are so stuck in this political correctness garbage world. Like, it's why I'll never work for somebody again. Like, as far as, having a true boss, somebody that can basically tell me what to do, I'll never do it again. Because, like, I've proven over and over again that it doesn't matter. You're not going to get canceled for telling the truth. Like, there is no cancel. Like, you're not going to get, especially in the bowling world, like, how many people are truly good? Like, it's hard to explain. But you're not going to get enough people that's going to boycott or whatever a company based on stuff like that. So that's why I like it. That's why I like Hammer doing stuff like that. I like the PBA doing stuff like that. I like when Sean Rash speaks up. I like when Belmo does his little antics. I like when Pete Weber is out on TV shows and telling people to F off or fans to F off. Is that good for the people? No, obviously not, but it's good for the drama. And I know somebody's going to say something like, well, if you want drama and you want it to be like the WWE, then go make your own. Yeah, that's great. And all these people that are like, oh, it should be dead quiet and all the hooting and hollering during the league stuff is garbage and, it's crazy. Speaking of, you like my cup? Don't be a twasicle. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this a little bit and say, man, Hammer, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out, Hammer. You probably already have it in the works. I mean, if you don't, you probably should. But if you probably already do have it in the works, but you need to make a purple hammer at 78. I mean, you just do. Because you're going to have the clientele that wants that earlier type of motion. Because what urethane is, because you're not going to satisfy a lot of your PBA guys just with that blue hammer. It's not going to be early enough and controllable enough. Sure, you can kind of play with layouts and stuff like that, but it's not going to be true urethane. And maybe that would be a good thing for the players in the long run, because then you're not seeing, a lot of transition, which, I mean, you're not going to see it anyway with these bowling balls. That IQ flares a lot. And when the ball flares a lot like that, it doesn't move the oil down the lane because you're seeing fresh part of the ball down lane. So it's not actually picking up. It's the low flaring or zero flaring balls like plastic balls, old urethane that's laid out to flare this much. Those ones are tracking the oil down the lane. My purple hammer flared like that much. So, and that's what's incredible is it flared that much but still had that much motion and that much stronger than, and I think that's why they can do it. You take stuff like the double cross, which flared a bunch more, or the pink widow that flared that, like those balls were no good in my opinion because they flared too much. At least with that cover stock, because those were essentially the same cover stock as the purple hammer, right? So I think it's key to have that purple hammer cover stock. I'm rambling. I know. I get it. Whatever. I'm just talking. Just hear me out. I think it's key to have that purple hammer cover stock with a low flaring core. I think that makes a big difference. Whereas with like this IQ flares a bunch, and you can still get it to kind of lay off and do the right things. It's not puking in the front. And maybe that's the difference. Maybe because of the 78 hardness. I wonder if you did a 78 hardness purple hammer cover with the Widow core, would it then be good? Eh? Eh? Curious. Super curious. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to stop rambling now. I really just wanted to have this conversation. So I appreciate y'all watching. Yeah. So I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you guys later. Take care.